Hi guys, I'm back with a dip powder mini. This is July 2023 sub bag from Sparkling Co. I paid for the $29.99 sub bag. I don't get the I want it all. I think that's just a lot of money. But this one I paid $29.99. I've had this. I've been receiving their sub bags for maybe about 2 or 3 years now. And so of course this one was Hawaii themed. This sub bag, and so with the subscription that I have, I think it's gone up to $30.99, I think. But I get 3 or 4 dip powders. It just depends. A lot of times they'll do 3 with I'm so glad they started doing swatch sticks again, because the last sub bag in June, you had to swatch some things yourselves. Now look at here, Sparkling Co. Don't nobody want to do that. Don't nobody want to swatch nothing. So I appreciate the fact that they brought these swatch sticks back that are already swatched. And so it came with matte finish top coat. I was going to do matte with this mini, but I don't like matte nails. I have about 3 or 4 bottles of Sparkling Co's matte finish. And so it came with 3 vibrant colors. Of course, vibrant for Hawaii and tropical themed. And of course the sub bags always come with the appropriate paper cutouts. I keep them in a little bag. And so we have 3 colors here. The first one is Live the High Life, which is a kind of bright coral color to me. I thought it was really pretty. The next one is, now I'm getting ready to tear this up, Walu Waterfall. Again, it looks like a teal with foil flakes in there as well. I thought that was nice and pretty. It even matched a little glitter paper cutout. And the next one, or the last one that came in there, is Lanai Lime. I think I'm saying that correctly. It has shimmer in there, and so I decided to use Lanai Lime in this particular mani. And it also came with a little bag. I can't capture it the way my iPad stand kind of sits close to my desk, and so I didn't feel like going around and raising that up. But it came with like a little bag. I don't know if that's supposed to be a purse or just like a little bag, because it didn't have a strap on it. It just had that little pineapple metal or whatever on there. And so I'm going in and using Sparkling Co's low odor base liquids. They are indeed low odor, and I had a little janky cupcake liner there because I'm going to pour over. But I didn't let you guys know that I did apply 1 coat of Halo Taco Pilly Base on top of my builder gel, and I'm using the shorties in this mini again. So yeah, just hang out with me while I do this dip powder application. Okay, so you want to always brush off excess dip powder before the second coat. And I'm using this nice big old fluffy brush from Sparkling Co. And so I'm going in with the second coat. Now I do absolutely love this color, but I felt like with the second coat it really brought the color to life. And you'll see once I do my ring finger the difference between 1 layer of dip powder, or 1 coat of dip powder, versus 2 coats. With 2 it became darker, and I just thought it was just overall absolutely gorgeous. Since this dip powder has shimmer, I'm pretty sure I could do my fouling and buffing without it affecting the look of the dip powder, but I decided to go in and encapsulate all nails in clear anyway. And so I'm using Sparkling Clothes, why do I keep saying that? Sparkling Clothes Clear dip powder, and I'm using a pipette to apply the clear dip powder to my nails. And so I will say with Sparkling Co's low dip liquids, I do like them. I did not like the top coat because I could not get it to work properly, and so I shied away from using the low odor top coat, but I do like the low odor base dip liquid. And so once I get all nails encapsulated, I do wait because these liquids typically have a slower drying time because they're low odor. I don't know if there's a chemical mixing that makes them dry faster, but without it they dry slower. But I will brush off excess dip powder on all nails and then activate and do my fouling and buffing after about off camera after about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Now I do with the nails being short, they did get a little bulky, so I had to do a little bit more fouling than I normally do. So you see me applying more clear to my middle finger and my ring finger because the dip base was still wet, and so I needed something to soak that to soak into that dip liquid so that it would dry. And so you make sure that when you during your dip application that you wipe the rim of your bottles off to keep them from sealing shut. You always want to do that. And so here I'm just applying Solidify, which is Sparkling Co's activator, and this will cure or harden the dip powder and in preparation for fouling and buffing, which I always do off camera because that's just sometimes I leave it in there and sometimes I don't. So y'all, this is after fouling and buffing, and I sped this up significantly because here's where I went down the rabbit hole. So I thought it was a great idea to put these nail foils on top of 2 nails, right? Because I was like, ooh, that's nice green. It got the little flowers on there. And so I'm going in with this foil adhesive. This does not require curing, and it's all chunky and nasty looking because it's old, but it works. It goes on like glue, or paints on the nail, and it looks like glue, but it dries clear. Once it dries clear, it's tacky and you're ready to do your application. Now, number one, these are dry. I accidentally placed it down before I was ready to I accidentally tapped the foil against my nail before I was ready to place it down, and then it just went down here from there. So and I'm just trying to make sure I said, oh, I want the flower on there, but the mistake was the leaves were blended right. Look at them. Look, I wasn't ready to put that down yet, and then I was like, forget about it. And so I just moved on to the next nail. Okay, I wiped that off camera with just a lint-free wipe or paper towel and some alcohol. It rubbed right off the nail along with the adhesive. And so I'm applying that foil to my ring finger. And I'm going to rub. The image transfers well. So this option is for people who have gel sensitivities and they can't use foil transfer glue gel or foil transfer gel because that requires curing. And so the adhesive works well. I don't know if regular like Elmer's school glue would work, but the adhesive that I have, I just got it off Amazon like long time ago, and it works. Image transfers without any problem. You still rub the crap out of that foil to get it to transfer to the nail, but when I removed it, I looked at that nail and I was like, ooh, you ugly. Like, for real, you ugly. But didn't like it. Nope. So then off camera I applied that foil transfer gel again. I was like, oh, this one will be cute. You know, it's white, it'll stand out more on the nail, but again, it still had that green that blended in with the color on the nail. So after I applied that, I was like, ooh, you ugly too. Like, both of y'all ugly out here. So in my mind, in theory, when I thought about this, I was like, ooh, this gonna be cute. But then it was not so cute. So I ended up removing both of that off my nail with a lint-free paper towel, and I buy them in a box, trifold paper towels, Scott's off Amazon. I get a big old box, and so then I decided, oh, let me go in with some green nail stamping. Didn't like that either. Put that on my pinky off camera. Didn't like it. So I'm going in with this Born Pretty stamping plate, and now I have pewter. This is the color for Maniology. that I have, and I was like, let me just go in with these kind of big flowers. Kind of reminds me of Hawaii, since that like I've ever been, but I've never been to Hawaii. But I'm stamping that on the nail, and I thought the silver would stand out or pop against, kind of like a metallic silver against that green. And so my decision here, I thought, was great. It was a good decision. So usually I would use sticky base coat. You don't need it. You can stamp right on top of your dip powder, but you just have to hold the image or press the image down on your nail longer than you normally would. If I use sticky base coat, then it would just transfer without any issues. But here it still transferred, but I just pressed the image down on the nail just a little bit longer, held that stamper there. And so I'm going in with the second round. And you always want to use acetone when you're doing nail stamping. Image transferred nice, and I'm just stamping that on my middle finger, pressing and holding, and this part is sped up, and anything that's on like the free edge or side walls, I kind of press that down. I then go in with the nail brush and acetone and clean up the cuticle area just to remove any excess stamping polish from the nail. And so off camera I remove what's on my pinky finger. So I'm going in with smudge free top coat. Now you could use smudge free top coat on all nails. It is a top coat, but I'm using smudge free top coat because I want to seal in that image and keep it from smearing, because I am going to use this go round Sparkling Co's low odor top coat. Now I told you I didn't like the top coat, but this go round I gave it another try, and it worked well. It dried nice and shiny, and I didn't have any problems. So after I apply that smudge free top coat, I let them dry off camera. And so I'm going in with Solidify, which is Sparkling Co's activator, and I'm applying that to all 5 nails. And so the instructions said apply this to your nails and wait 30 seconds. So that's what I did. I applied activator and I waited 30 seconds. I did not use a lint-free wipe to remove that because the instructions didn't say to do that. So once I let that activator dry for 30 seconds, I'm going in with low scent, or they call it low scent glossy top coat. You apply one single layer, and you cap the free edge. And so after that, you wait 10 minutes for your nails to dry. And I just use my desk USB fan to help dry my nails, and they dried nice and shiny without any problems whatsoever. So after my nails are dried, I'm going in and I'm applying some cuticle oil. This is Coconut Beach from Sparkle & Co. I believe this came in a sub bag sometime last year. It smells good. Reminds you of the beach. Tropical. And so I'm just applying that cuticle oil to my skin, my nails, and the underside of my nails as well. So guys, please like this video if you found value. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel. It's free. But before you go, because I completely forgot that this color is a glow, so I turned off all the lights, but the lights from the other room in my basement was still peering into my nail room. So you get the gist here. I cut off all the lights in the nail room, and they glow. Look how cute that is. Well, at least I thought it was cute. And so they glow in the dark, y'all. So I think this is my first time using a glow dip powder. But I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.